Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. First of all, I would like to thank every one of you guys watching my videos. Thanks a lot, guys. It's very helpful for me. It just keeps me motivated to put on more videos on YouTube. So today's topic is about algae, and I just thought of sharing with you one important thing about algae. I'm not covering the whole chapter, but it's just how to minimize algae in your tank. I keep my algae in my tank by natural ways, reduce them by natural ways. I never go chemical ways. I hardly go chemical ways. I just always want to do things naturally. So even with the algae, I don't use any chemical methods to keep algae away from my tank. So algae is a common problem that's being faced by every aquarist, but it's not pretty hard. It's not rocket science to keep it in a lower level, maintain the algae. You just can't get rid of algae totally in any tank. That's impossible. But as long as you can keep your balance with the lighting hours and the amount of fertilization you put in, how much food and what kind of food you're feeding your fish, and all those several factors that actually affect algae growth in your tank has to be balanced in order to keep the algae in a minimum level. But it's pretty hard. It sometimes gets unaffordable. Because if you have to buy fish food that's actually that has ingredients that doesn't have much of those ingredients like phosphorus, which would actually promote more algae growth in your tank. The fish food becomes really expensive, so you just can't afford it sometimes. It just becomes more than a hobby, so therefore it's pretty hard. But there are always alternatives. Every problem just comes always has an alternative. The nature gives you alternatives, but it takes a while, but you will get there for sure. I've done it. It takes a bit of time, but yeah, it gets there eventually. You will get there. So I mostly, the main thing I do to keep my algae at a minimum levels in my tank is introduce fish actually that eats algae. So there are several fish out there that actually consume algae and help you keep your tank at minimum levels. So thought of discussing with you with two of those main algae eating fish that actually has kept my tank so far algae free pretty much. So there is a little bit of algae, but pretty much it's 99% that is algae free, so it's good. So in my tank I often sometimes get spot algae like on the leaves, on the glass. It's mainly because spot algae comes when there's a little bit of more fertilization, not enough CO2 is coming into the tank, and just the algae tends to consume those, use that opportunity to just come up. You can reduce them by using these fish that actually consume them. So the two main fish that I actually have are the Siamese flying fox. Those fish actually do an immense, great, wonderful job in my tank. And the other one is the Bristol nose. It's a very common fish that people do have in almost all aquariums. So these two fish are specifically chosen because these two fish are pretty hardy fish. You just don't need to spend time, special attention towards this fish. They will just keep doing their job as all you need is just introduce into the tank, and once in a while just feed them with a couple of spirulina or algae tabs, and they will do the rest of the job for you. So they're pretty much really good fish that you guys should consider putting into your tropical fish tank, and they don't have much limitations. They just go with pretty much almost pH within about 6.5 to 7.5. They are pretty okay within that range. Almost all the most tropical aquariums are within that range. And also with other specific conditions like in the water quality and everything, they will still tend to bear up with if they're pretty hardy fish, so they just don't die just like that. So they're good. But at the same time, you've got other fish as well out there in the market that you can do a really good job, but on keeping your algae at minimum levels. But the thing is, you gotta give the special attention Sometimes it does become a headache because you don't have the time to do it. So like shrimp, the amount of shrimps, and snails, certain kind of snails, they actually live on algae. But the problem is with these guys is that you gotta give them special attention. But I don't have the time to do that. Amount of shrimps, you need all these water conditions to be correct. The temperature and all this stuff for them to make sure they have a proper life. If they're not healthy, they are not gonna do the job anyway. At the same time, snails, they just become a headache sometimes. Sometimes you got loaches in your tank, and you can't introduce those small snails because they tend to get eaten up by the loaches. So there are so many factors that comes into consideration when you choose your fish to make sure, for the purpose of getting rid of your algae. So and also the snails, they just, if you don't have loaches, they just keep on increasing, putting on so many eggs, and just keeps on increasing. Sometimes they get out of the tank, and certain kinds of snails come out of the tank. You got to keep it closed, well tight. So it's all a headache. So anyway, I've chosen two of these guys. Those are the algae what's this, flying fox. The Siamese flying fox and the Bristol nose. But unfortunately in my video you can't see the Bristol nose because I've got two of them. Both of them are hiding somewhere. It's pretty crowded with plants and rocks, so it's hard to find. Anyway, you just Google it, Bristol nose pelco, and you'll come up with the pictures. It. The second one is the flying fox. So make sure you guys have those two in your tanks, guys. If you have a tropical fish tank, they will do an immense wonderful job to keep your tank clear and algae at minimum levels. So also continue watching this video because I've added a few other pictures about explanation of the other fish that you can actually have, other algae eating fish. So it'll continue after my talk, so just keep watching. It might be helpful for you. Different people have different circumstances and different needs and wants. So you guys can continue watching this video. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm just gonna go into the slides. Have a great day, and thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and do comment if you guys have anything else to add. Please do comment. Very happy to discuss things. And if you guys have any problems with algae, please do leave any questions and comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, have a great day. Bye bye.